Hey guys, so for my discussion, I chose a news article by ABC News titled Ukraine Outshoots Russia in Cross-Border Drone War for the First Time, March Data Suggests. I'm looking off to the side because I am referring to my notes. So a quick summary of the article is during an ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia, Ukraine is now launching more cross-border drones than Russia. These drones are targeting Russia's oil facilities and in turn just affecting Russia's military. Although Ukraine is making advancements in their methods of attack, conflict is spilling into neighboring countries as drones are falling into NATO and non-NATO nations. So the first concept that I want to touch on that we looked at in class is state capacity. So state capacity is essentially the ability of the state to wield power and to get stuff done, in short. So I'm going to be comparing my news article to the Haiti case that we looked at in class. So in Ukraine, Ukraine is showing high state capacity in their abilities to produce cross-border drones, fight back, and to defend themselves. In the Haiti case, Haiti is showing low state capacity in their lack of ability to secure territory, provide basic needs, and control gang violence. For my next point, I want to touch on sovereignty. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So, sovereignty is a state's responsibility for and authority over internal affairs and within borders. So, for the Ukraine case, Ukraine has authority over most of its territory, but Ukraine's sovereignty is being challenged by Russia's attacks and claim on some of its territory. So, although they do have, state capacity to fight back and hold a lot of authority over their territory, it's still semi being challenged because of the war that's going on in general. In the Haiti case, Haiti's sovereignty was weak as there was a lack of authority towards international intervention, such as the colonization, occupation, and internal organizations that was going on. The last thing I did want to talk about was foreign intervention. So, foreign intervention is outside countries or international actors attempting to influence other states' conflict, politics, or outcomes. In Ukraine, the US was actually attempting to engage by having peace talks between Ukraine and Russia, but despite this, the war still continues. In the Hades case that we learned about, a US-led UN mission sent armed forces to attempt to restore order, but this led to a cholera outbreak causing 10,000 deaths. So these two cases do show that foreign intervention could have good intentions, but yet sometimes it does not come out the way they are intended, or they're just kind of overlooked. I did want to include an important quote that I think is worth mentioning, so I will read it and put it here as well. It states, long-range drone and missile strikes have been a key element of the conflict as both Kiev and Moscow seek to degrade each other's economy and undermine their ability to prosecute and fund the ongoing war. The strikes have continued despite the resumptions of the US brokered peace talks. I feel like this quote in the article just really sums up the entirety of what the article was about. It really hits what the war is about and what each country is intending to do, which is stated as degrading their economies. And it also states how they're doing this, which is the drone and missile strikes. So not only does it touch on those two countries, it also does talk about the US peace talks and how they are attempted in essentially calming everything down, but of course the war is still ongoing. Okay, that is all for the article that I chose to do my discussion video on. So hope it all made sense. Bye.